Hello dear students, so now today we would move ahead in this first chapter of class 11th mathematics, that is sets. So today we are going to discuss some questions before you related to the types of sets that we have discussed. Okay, so the first one type of set that we have discussed was null set or empty set. Both are same. So null set or empty set means a set which is not having means an element. So you would be calling such set as empty set or null set. Okay, so these are some questions here. Which of the following are the examples of null set or empty set that you have to tell? So first one is set of odd natural numbers divided by 2. So is there any number, odd natural number which is divided by 2? Means the number which are divided by 2 are even numbers, but you have to find out an odd number which is divided by 2. So is there any number? Can there be any number? No, it is not possible. Are you getting this? Because odd numbers are not divided by 2. The numbers which are not divided by 2, you are calling them as the odd number. So you have to give an example of an odd natural number which is divided by 2. So simple. This is the example of empty set. Means this one set is having no element. So this one set, let's say this is the set A. So this one set A is not having an element. So this would be an empty set or a null set. Simply it is represented by 5. Okay. So you would be calling this as the null set. This is the null set. Okay. Now second one, set of even prime numbers. Even prime numbers. So do you have any prime number which is even? Yes, we have 2. So 2 is prime number also and it is even also because it is divided by 2. Are you getting? So you have to find out a set which contains the element, means which is having the elements such as even prime numbers. So you have an element that is 2. So here this is not the example of null set. This is not the null set because you have the element here, that is only one element is there, that is 2. Because set of even prime numbers, even prime number is 2. So this one set, let's say this is the set A. So this one set would be containing an element that is 2. So it means this is not a null set. Rather, it would be the singleton set because it is having only one element. So this would be the example of singleton set. But we have to find out which are null set. So we are going to cross it. This is not the example of null set. Next one, you have a set A and this set A contains element x such that x belongs to the set of natural number. Natural numbers you might be knowing 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more condition has been given. This x should be greater than 1 and less than 2. So do you have any element? Do you have any natural number which is greater than 1 or less than 2? Is there any number? Just tell me. We have natural number. These are the natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, is there a number which is greater than 1 and less than 2? Means which is greater than 1 and less than 2. There is no such number. So this would be the example of null set, or you can say empty set. So set A would be a null set. There you are not going to have any element there in the set A. Okay. Now the next question, you have a set B and the set B contains the element x such that x belongs to natural number. It's okay. Now one more condition has been given. 2x plus 3 would be equals to 4. Now if you see, you have natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now put one by one value of x here. If you just put the value of x as 1, so it would be 2 1 ja 2, 2 plus 3 5. You are going to get 5 here, but it is not 4. Let's put now 2. So it would be 2 2 ja 4, 4 plus 3 7. Again it is not equal to 4. Let's put 3 now. 3 2 ja 6, 6 plus 3 9. Again it is not equal to 4. Means if you are just if you are putting the value of x here, so 2 multiply that one x, mean the value that you are putting, plus 3 would be equals to 4. But this is not you are getting here. Getting it or not? So again the set B would be the example of null set. You are not going to have any element there in the set B. So set B would be a kind of empty set. Okay, or you can represent it by 5. Okay, so set B is a null set. Okay, third one, you have a set C that contains element x such that x is prime number. Okay, x is prime number. But one more condition, x should be greater than 90 and less than 96. So if I write the number greater than 90 and less than 96, so these are the number 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. So is, sorry, 96 not there, less than 96. So these are the number. So is there any prime number? 91 is not prime number. 92 is not also prime number. 91 is divided by 13. 92 not prime number. 93 also not prime number, divisible by 3. 94 also not prime number. 95 also not prime number. So you are not having any prime number here. But you have to find this set is containing the element x such that x is prime number and it should be greater than 90 and less than 96. So you are not going to have any such element there. Okay. So again the set C would be a null set. So again it is an example of null set. Now next question, you have the set D that contains element x such that x belongs to the set of natural number and x is square plus 1 should be equals to 0. Can it be possible? You have the number x here, you have the element x here and the x belongs to the natural number. Natural numbers are what? 1, 2, 3, etc. And x square plus 1 should be 0, equals to 0. Let's put the value 1 here first. So square of 1 is 1, so 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Let's put 2 now. So square of 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, but you are not getting 0. But it should be 0, but you are not having such elements there. Okay, so again the set D would be a null set or empty set. Are you getting this? Okay, so this is how you would solve the given question. Just note it down. Now here we have some more questions. Now the next one, you have a set E. That set E contains the element x such that x belongs to the set of W, means whole numbers. Whole numbers are starting from 0. Okay, and one more condition has been given here, where x plus 3 should be less than equal to 3. So let's put one by one the value of x. If you see the whole numbers, so we have the whole numbers such as 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. These are the whole numbers. So one by one put the value here. So whether the condition is being satisfied or not, that you are going to check it. So if you see first element, so if you see the first element, for finding out the first element in the set A, set E, you have to put the value of x as 0, because 0 is the first whole number. So if you are putting it 0, so you are getting 0 plus 3. So 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. Getting it or not? It means x plus 3 should be less than equal to 3. Means either it should be less than 3 or it can be equal to 3 also. Yes, in this case it is equal to 3. So we have the element 0 here. This 0 would be an element here. Why? Because if you are putting the value of x0 here, you are getting the answer 3, which is equal to 3. Okay, now put another value, that is 1. So if you put the value that is 1, so you are going to get 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. So 4 would not be the element here, because 4 is greater than 3. We need the element which are less than 3 and equal to 3. So only one element there is there, that is 0. So is this a null set? No, it is a single set, because here it contains an element, that is 0. 0 is an element here. Getting it or not? So this is not a null set, rather it is a singleton set. Yes or not? So this is not a null set. Now next one, you have set F, which contain the element x such that x belongs to Q. Q means rational numbers. Rational numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q. And one more condition has been given. So x should be greater than 1 and less than 2. Means the number x should be greater than 1 and less than 2. Now we have already discussed this in the previous classes. Let's say we have a and b two rational number. Let's say we have a and b two rational number. Then it implies what? It implies a plus b by 2 means their median. If you are taking their median, so it would be a plus b by 2. So this a plus b by 2 would be a rational number which would be there in between a plus b, a and b. Yes or not? Yes or not? So if you have two elements a comma b, then a plus b by 2 would be there in between. If a and b are rational number and you have a plus b by 2, this would again be a rational number and it would be there in between a and b. Getting it or not? So similarly, if you have 1 and 2 as the rational number, so 1 plus 2 by 2 means 3 by 2 would be a number which would be in between 1 and 2. Means this number would be greater than 1 and less than 2. Yes or not? So 3 by 2 would be a number here. 3 by 2 here. 3 by 2 would be a rational number which is there in between 1 and 2, means which is greater than 1 and less than 2. Yeah, we need such numbers. We need such numbers which are greater than n and less than 2. So we can write many numbers here. So yes, you can see that set F is not a null set. It is not a singleton set also, because you can find out many rational number between 1 and 2 that we have already discussed. Find out 5 rational number between 1 and 2. You can find it. You have already done this sort of question in class 10th. Yes or not? So we can find out many rational numbers there. So simple, it is not a null set. Okay, again it is not a null set. Okay, now next one. You have a set G that contains an element that is 0. So is this the example of a null set? No, it is the example of a singleton set because it is containing one element. So this is again not a null set. Okay, so this is how we have discussed the question related to the null set. So in the upcoming videos we would be discussing some more questions related to other types of sets. Okay, till then stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.